So yesterday I went and bought a kayak, and today I'm going to use that kayak that I bought. I'm gonna go fishing with Rob. He brought his kayak to this lake in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and we're gonna catch some bass. He's been out here I think for an hour and a half. I got a late start as always, and we're both just gonna launch our yaks out here, try to catch some big Texas bass. This time of year can be really good to catch big fish, but it can be hit or miss, being that, you know, Texas fish don't necessarily like the cold weather, and it is getting fairly cold here in Texas. First priority is getting to the lake. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it. Thus far, the Highlander is kicking straight ass right now through these through this trail, but we'll see. I went from driving on sketchy road to there's no road here, literally no road. I'm a trailblazer right now. I'm making my own path. This is quite an adventure. I haven't even gotten on the water yet, and we're starting off the day very interestingly. Yeah, this has got to be it. If this isn't it, I'm gonna go insane. Oh my god, I actually made it. You guys won't ever see the full experience of that and the full extent of how like ridiculously difficult it was to get back here, but it was difficult and it took such a long time. Let's get that yak out in the water and crank on some toads.
Yeah, mine's got to be a 10 footer.
I'm gonna throw my shoes up front. I don't need those. An hour of driving through the Himalayas and getting all my gear situated on my brand new yak. I finally made it out in the water. I'm pumped. Like I said, I'm gonna fish with Rob today. It's kind of a big lake, lots of rock. It's like stained water, not super clear, but it's not super dirty. I'm thinking maybe throw some cranks. I've got a jig rod set up. Oh, there goes my cord. Oh, well, I guess I don't need that anymore. I'm gonna tie some jigs on here. I'm gonna stick with a darker color because this water is pretty stained. Try, maybe like a little finesse jig or something like that. Oh, here we go. This is good. I'm gonna throw this. Big and bulky. So I got a bulky finesse head, and then I've got a finesse head. I'm gonna leave both these out just in case I change my mind. I'm gonna start with the bulkier one. Nice black and blue. That looks saucy. It's kind of shallow. It's like shallower over here than I thought.
Is it still shallow?
I mean, yeah. It's about 3 feet, 2 feet right here. Oh, I just got.
The one that take you out, you get
Oh, I got a good one. I got a good one. Oh, that's a nice one. My paddle. This is a mess. It's a good one. Get in here. Oh, it's like a 4-pounder. Look at that, baby. What is going on here? Kayak fishing just has me by my freaking neck right now. Oh my gosh. First fish of the day, and it's like a 4-pounder. Dude, this thing crunched it. Holy smokies. Look at that black and blue jig. I was still on the crankbait for a bit and I was like, I'm gonna pick up the jig. Rob's catching him on this black and blue worm, so I'm gonna stick with that pattern. It's a good sign when your first fish of the day is that big. That is a chunker. Nice largie. There he goes. You guys like my white thighs? I got OxyClean thighs over here. Clorox bleach thighs. You guys might want to put on your shades for this video. I'm not related to Snow White, but my thighs are. It's like I was in Africa, Bali, freaking Texas. They just don't. They're immune to sun. Okay, I'm done on that rant. That was freaking sick. I'm so jacked now. That really got my blood pumping. Dude, fighting a fish in a kayak is just on another level. It's just, it's not its own, it's its own thing. This is the cool thing about kayak fishing is you can get right up on a rock or a laydown and just, it doesn't matter. You could catch a fish a foot from you and they have no idea. They don't even care. Whereas a bass boat, it's like, well, you kind of have to position off a bit. Rob and I are getting a little giddy right now. This lake looks so good, and we just feel like the farther we go on, the more we throw bottom baits, we're just gonna find out that this is just a really good lake. We're gonna smoke them. Oh, I'm hooked. Begging. Crankbait.
Oh, on the crankbait?
Yeah. So badass, dude. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh God. What is going on here? Why are we going behind? Dude, this thing might be freaking nice.
Really?
Holy smokes, dude. It's not coming up. It's not coming up. Dude, this thing's a giant. It's not coming up. This is a catfish. Oh my god, this thing's big. This thing's big, dude. This thing's so big. Dude, I can't even pull it. Rob, this thing's huge. You might want to film this.
You're hooked on the bottom.
No, I'm not, Rob. Dude, this thing is massive. This thing is massive. No, I don't know. It's huge.
It's the bottom.
No, it's not. Oh, there it is. It's a nice one. Get over here. Why is it so hard to find a fish in a kayak? Oh, he's barely hooked. That's not that big, but it's a nice one. Oh no, that's actually really big. That's a good one. Look how he's hooked. Look how this fish is hooked. Just barely. Look at that puppy. There's a better view. That's close to probably 7, honestly. That's a stud. I did not wake up this morning thinking I was gonna catch a fish this big. But then again, we are in Texas, so snagged some pics of this fish. Now she's going back in the water. Wow, I've got like freaking 10 pounds with 2 fish. Unbelievable, dude. Well, hell yeah, man. It's good to be back in Texas. That's all I gotta say. Oh my gosh, that was nuts. I put down the jig for a bit because I wasn't getting any bites. Threw the crankbait twice or 3 times. I don't remember. I have bass blackout. And cranked it. Little flat-sided crankbait. A good fall crankbait for up north, and I want to try it down here. And obviously it worked. That fish was just barely hooked. I got super lucky on that one. Oh God. There's one. I'm on. Oh God. That was crazy. I was snagged and I popped it off. And this fish just crunched it. These Texas bass fight so hard. Like, look at this. I can't even get this fish in. Again, wasn't getting any luck on the crankbait, so I picked up the black and blue jig, which caught me my first fish. Worked good. Look at that. LMB, baby. Gorgeous fish. All right, bud. I will see you later, feisty guy. God, these fish, all of them are fat. They're so fat and super aggressive. I ripped that thing out of a rock and it just, boom, it got crunched. Absolutely crunched. There we go. I'm on. These fish bite like a bat out of hell, man. I tell you what. This is so weird because I'm fishing something completely different than I was earlier. I'm fishing like shallow, muddy, flat, and they're here and they're like more aggressive. It's so much fun. Oh, there he is. Okay, that was a big fish. Kids, always retie and check your knots and check to make sure you don't have any frays. Otherwise, you'll end up like me and potentially losing a giant fish. You know, I just broke off on a toad. Snapped off clean. It's probably a giant, but you know, whatever. It's a good thing we're not even after big fish, honestly, because that was definitely a big fish. It's almost like that fish had a pair of scissors. A lot of fish over here. Rob and I are gonna go to the dam now and then drift back. It's pretty much impossible to like fish your way back up against the wind in a kayak. So we're just gonna paddle on up, drift down, and then maybe do it a few more times until we catch like a 15, 16 pounder. That's all we're really looking for today. It's just a 15 or 16 pounder. That's really all we're asking for. That's not too much in my opinion. Uh-oh. Oh.
Two baits on that rock so far.
Oh no. I'm gonna crank one.
Hope you catch my jig.
Oh, I'll catch something. I don't know about your jig.
Oh, you caught a fish?
Whoa, he's on that side. That's a good one. Holy smokes, this is a good one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like
that's what's up, baby. Oh my God. Woo! I've been fishless for the past 30 minutes. Been catching a bunch of squeaks. I'm back on the big board now. These Texas fish are just so fat. Look at that thing. Like, are you kidding me? Moved off the wind a little bit so you guys can hear what I'm saying, and also so I can keep this kayak in position. I'm not much of a kayak angler, but I can say anytime I go out, I'm gonna go out on a calm day. This is just so brutal. I'm getting my workout for sure. Gonna get a release shot of her and cast back on that rock. I think there might be some more. Current time is 11:57. It is almost 12 p.m. Rob and I have been out here for well, Rob's been out here for a good 6 hours. I've been out here for a good 5, maybe 4.5 hours. And so far we've done like pretty good. Like we've caught some good fish today. Rob's caught a 4 and a handful of other medium-sized dudes. I've caught like 3 or 2 4s and that nice one. We're kind of shocked. Like we didn't know this place was gonna fish like this. We knew it had good fish, but we just didn't know what to expect. I mean, this is so unique. It's deep, it's rocky. It's the exact opposite of what you'd expect for Texas, but I guess it kind of holds true to the whole Oklahoma Ozark style. I wanted to take a brief moment, show you guys what I'm catching these fish on. This little jig right here is something you guys should be throwing right now if you're not already doing so. Whether you be up north or down south, little finesse jig just kills it this time of year. This is a Bait Buffet DP finesse jig. This is actually the newer one with a full-length skirt. There's a finesse one and one with a full-length skirt. And on the back of that, I'm throwing this tiny little 3-inch crawl. This is my favorite trailer. I'll usually only throw this kind of trailer, this little crawl trailer, on this jig. For some reason, it kills it. When you've got a subtle little bait with a movement kind of like that, like those claws move like this right in front of a fish's face, they just can't help it. Throwing that little jig has worked in Michigan, it's worked in Illinois, now in Texas. I mean, everywhere I go, I seem to get bit on that thing no matter what time of year it is. But right now especially is the time to throw that. I don't know, I'm just pumped. I almost didn't come out today. The route to get here was kind of tough, and this place is far away from where I live in Texas, so I was like hesitant to come out here, and I'm glad I did. I now feel good that I just bit the bullet and came out here. It was so worth it. We might fish for a few more minutes, but I think we're gonna wrap it up soon. I see Rob kind of tooling around on that cut over there. I might join him, sling a few casts, and maybe catch a last minute personal best. Last minute PB, that'd be sick. I don't have my big camera too, so I'm filming off the GoPro. Hope it looks good. No, dude! That was a big one. Oh my God.
You got him? Crank him!
Oh boy. Oh boy. We got stuff going on here. Oh, we got stuff going on here. Oh, it's a big one. Dude, you see that fish? Dude, what the heck, man? I love the jig. These fish, Rob, these fish are so fat. Holy, that fish has got to be like 5 pounds and like 18 inches. That's the stubbiest fish I think I've ever caught. I just missed a nice one and I went right back in the same spot. Leads me to believe there was probably 2 fish in there. Who knows how big the first one is. But this fish is just gluttonous. Look at the freaking, oh, and then he throws his jig right. Rob's trying to get on the action. That is just a stud. All right, gotta get a slow-mo release on this guy. I feel like she's gonna kick. She didn't fight too hard. No, don't leave yet. I gotta film it though. I didn't actually say goodbye if I didn't film it.
I'm gonna see you tonight though.
Touch hands.
Tonight?
Oh yeah, but they don't know that. These guys don't know it.
Oh, never mind.
Have fun, be safe. Good fishing with you. Thanks for the invite. Solid day of fishing. Wow, I'm feeling good about today. That was so worth it. And I got to break in the new yak too. I actually kind of like this thing. It's pretty solid. I definitely need to get the hang of how to use it and what accessories I want to put on this thing so fishing is a little bit easier, but it's fun. Fishing off a kayak is something that I enjoy because I think it's more of a challenge. Okay, I'm gonna focus on driving because I've got a sketchy ass route back home. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to check out any of the baits that I was using today, I'll be sure to link them in the description below along with the rods. The bait I was using mainly was a black and blue jig with that crankbait, and then all the rods I caught my fish on were favorite 6-sticks. Okay, I'm signing off. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. As always, folks, keep fishing. Never stop.